How are
Yeah.
you? Happy New Year.
Yes, people say that. You got your Vegas tickets.
Yes, sir.
What are you
Looking forward
most
to it.
what are you most looking forward to? Be honest.
Be honest. I've only been to Vegas once and it snowed, so I'm hoping I don't get a repeat of that.
What? That must have been
Like the
15 years ago.
Yep, that would have been it. And they were like, "It's the first time in 100 years," and I was like, "Great! I'm really happy that this is happening for you."
Well, trust me, we're talking about the weather, but you're mostly inside the casino where you're safe and sound and none of that matters. That's what Vegas. I mean, the mobsters built that place in the 50s in the middle of the desert because there were no laws, and they're like, well, what's to stop us
Mhm.
from, like, building a city? And thank you, Bugsy Siegel. So, in the 90s they tried to make it gentrified and bring families in, Pirates of the Caribbean, all this is like, no, that's not what this is about. That's totally watching the rise and fall of empires is always hilarious to me. Well, it'll be a good time. All right, so
Yeah, for
we
sure.
have the Columbia location, which it says new, but it looks like you didn't do any notes here. Mailbox is full, so it's not new. Brady, Ibrahim, Nadi, nobody
So
answers.
it is new. We haven't called them. I called to try and verify the number, and the mailbox was full. I then called his ex-wife by mistake, um, and we had a good conversation where she shared some home truths that probably shouldn't have done with a stranger.
Hmm.
Subsequently, she did call back and confirm that that was the correct number, and I've called since, and the mailbox is no longer full. In fact, the gentleman answered just today. So.
Wait a minute. So your adorable British accent gets you in with the ex-wife. There's more to this story. What? Uh,
We just
what?
got talking. I
What
mean,
did you talk about?
I went full Hugh Grant and was incredibly apologetic in the most British way I could be, and she obviously took pity on me.
Oh
Um,
God.
and
But
yeah,
what
she just
was the
shared.
pretext of the call? I don't get it.
I'm desperately trying to get in touch with the landlord of the laundromat, and I see that you have the same name. I'm hoping that you are in some way connected. And she said, "Well, I do have the same name, but I'm definitely not connected anymore.
Hmm.
We are estranged." And I said, "I'm terribly sorry. You definitely don't want to answer any more questions about this gentleman then." And she said, "Well, there's a few things I'll share."
Oh wow. All right. And his name is Beatty?
Baddie?
Batty, just like in British terms. He's a bad guy.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Natty, I guess. I don't know. However you want to play it.
Weird. All right, I'm dialing. Let's see. Don't mention the ex-wife or the British chap. Weird.
This is 44639 message. Thank you.
There we go.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Bastard. Well, you know my
He
style.
answered the phone today.
Yeah, I would normally call back and see if he'll curiosity will get him to answer, but it went straight to voicemail, so it's not even turned on. The phone isn't even ringing. Hey, you know what? I don't know. You could call the wife and tell her that we're dialing from a 480 number. Even give her my number. I don't know if she's really estranged from him. She's not going to want to deal at all. But at
Yeah.
least we have that.
He answered when I withheld my number earlier, so I assume that he is otherwise
Yeah.
disposed.
Well, let me try one more time, but it's going straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
Come on, Batty. This laundromat is batty.
Echoing all the sentiments about just being.
Well, that was an improvement because he picked up the telephone and then hung up the phone. So let's try again. Now he's pissed. Good.
ESPN
Body.
is still reporting that the NFL
Body.
did want to carry
Hello?
with
Body.
this, and it was the
Yeah, hey, I'm calling on your commercial space in Columbia, my friend. I
Son
want
of
to
a
talk.
bitch.
Son of the bitch. He said, son of the bitch. He's really mad now. Let's keep calling.
They know that this could happen. But
Buddy,
that doesn't happen, right?
What do you want?
He was the one who first
I want to
called.
give you a
Like,
rent check, my friend.
Who's this?
My name is Danny D'Angelo. I'm not.
Danny D'Angelo.
We haven't met. I'm not selling anything, bro. You're picking up the phone and slamming the phone down and cursing at me. I just want to give you a rent check. I want to talk lease terms. Your location in Columbia, Tennessee. I thought that was your building.
Give me a check for what?
I want to lease the space from you, my friend, in Columbia, Tennessee.
You want to lease the state from me? Go to hell.
The space. Your space, your building. Your space. Did you hear that?
Wow.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What's the wife's name?
That I did not take note of.
Come on. You spoke to her as Hugh Grant and you didn't get her name.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, that could be the. All right, let's call him back. He's having fun. You son of the bitch. This is the 5th call. All day. All day.
This is 446.
Oh, come on. Bad D. That time he let it go to voicemail, so we'll have to call again. Why is he so angry? Are you sure he even owns this building? She said he owns the building.
Yeah, that's right.
You want
the
to
road it's
lease-
on is his name.
You want to lease the state from me, you son of the bitch? Trying again. 6th call.
This is 446.
Ah, now he's turned his phone off.
Please leave a message. Thank you.
All right, now it's going straight to voicemail. He's either thrown the phone in the toilet, snapped it into a million pieces, or completely shut it off. 7th time's a charm. Here we go. Come on, buddy.
This is 446.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
The mailbox is full and
Oh,
cannot accept
yeah.
any messages at
Classic.
this time. Goodbye.
Absolutely classic. Well, here's the proverbial rock in a hard place, right? I mean, you have a guy. This is probably the worst laundromat in Tennessee. There's no sign. Is it operating? Is it working?
Oh, yeah. There's a guy that opens it up 30 to 45 minutes after it's due to open every day.
Now, the basketball hoops out front, that's really just redeemed the place, in my opinion. I like it. But what is it? It's a steel building that looks like it's about 4,000 square feet, and about 100 of the square feet is some old rickety dryers that have a sign that say broke and a bunch of top loaders. And this place, the color is putty. It's an old Joan Rivers joke. Oh, my favorite color, putty. It's just utterly, utterly disgusting. All right, I'm having fun. Let's try him one more time. Maybe he'll answer. You son of the bitch. Come on, buddy. No. No, we can't even leave him a fun message so that he can take, because you leave a message and then he's going to have to at least listen to it. But his voicemail box is full.
He's very polite on his voicemail message, which goes against our experience.
Now wait a minute. Isn't the phone number that says if you have any issues, any of the machine or comments, please call? Is that his number?
That's his number.
Yeah. Okay. So he's the operator. So he doesn't want to lease this place. It's too nice. Please don't bang on these old dryers. If you can just use the new ones. Thank you. Printed sign that actually says that. Please don't bang on the
It's
old
an experience
ones.
going in there. Yeah.
Just use the new ones.
And then Do you see the restroom that's got a big piece of wood
Yeah.
against it? Like the
Yeah.
zombies were invading through
Yeah.
there, and
I saw it. The old country bumpkin lock, a 2x4 with nails in it, not even screws. Is that all you have for me?
no, I have
Oh, that's okay.
next two are we've spoken to them before, but we're reaching back out to them, hoping
All
that
right.
the new year, new you sort of thing kicks
New
off.
year, new you, he says. Buy, biz, sell.
The-
It's up for sale for $200,000. Rent on the ad. The ad says the rent is $2,500, but now it's dropped to $1,650.
Yep.
And you're assuming no one's interested in assuming the $200,000 liability. I want to say that's really good information. You've done the initial scout. Seriously, I'm being serious. You scouted it. You found a buy, biz, sell ad. You read it. You went through it. You saw what the leasing amount is in there. Now, this is a tenant, or you think the landlord and the operator?
So we spoke to them before. Barry is the landlord. He was giving the operator an opportunity to try and sell it, but said that whoever bought it wouldn't be able to assume the lease, and the rate would definitely have to go up.
Okay.
And so I'm assuming that the $1,650 is what they're currently paying, and they're trying to get attention that way.
So they're not only lying about the fact that this potential future buyer of this horrible, broken down business can get a lease because they won't be juiced in, but they're now lying about what that lease rate will be. That's the way I
They're
read
being
it.
creative, yes.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And this helps us to help you because Barry isn't going to like that. So here we go. Put some screen caps together of that and date it, because that could be a fun email to Barry. Off we go. We're just helping. We're just helping in any way we can. Gotta love the new year. Come on, Barry. Did Barry save my number?
Hello?
Barry, Merry New Year. It's Danny. Did you save my number?
Danny, where do you call me from?
Well, we spoke at length about your laundromat tenant in Hendersonville.
Oh, sorry,
But
man.
that's okay.
Wasn't really following you there.
That's
Okay.
all right. That's okay.
You have no idea how many calls I get a day.
Oh, you want to
okay.
compare calls? You're going to lose.
No,
man.
sir. I'm
Barry,
good.
listen, I got some news. So we spoke back in November, which seems like a year ago, and your tenant, who is running this laundromat into the ground, has the store for sale. And you said, well, I don't care. I'm not going to, if he brings me a buyer, because I write notes, if he brings me a buyer, I'm not going to assign the lease. And that makes sense. Now, we are interested in not only signing the lease, but putting brand new equipment in, changing everything about it. Here's the fun part. Here's why I'm dialing you. Here's the news. Back then, he said that the rent would be $2,500. It's in the Buy Biz Sell ad. I can email you that ad. I can send you the link to it, okay? And the original photo. Today, their ad changed to $1,650. That's the current rent. Now, here's what's funny. You, as the landlord, are not going to assign a lease to a buyer. By the way, the price is the same. Your operator wants to sell the business for $200,000, okay? 200 grand. The only thing that's changed is the rent has gone from $2,500 to $1,650. So now there's telling a potential buyer, here's the lease rate you're going to get, which, by the way, my landlord won't give. Just giving you the information. What you do with it is entirely up to you. We want to sign a lease. And are you making pancakes?
That's interesting.
Breakfast for dinner?
No, I'm laughing at that's interesting is what he just did to you.
Well, he didn't
What
do
he
anything.
just said. So,
They didn't
okay.
do anything to me. I don't communicate with your tenant. I haven't done anything other than look at a public ad for the sale of the business. I don't want you to misunderstand. They did nothing to me. They're trying to do this to a potential buyer, and that ain't me. So to back
I
up,
got you. I'm with you now.
Barry, all I want to do is lease the space from you at some point. Maybe today, tomorrow, next week, next year. All I'm doing today is telling you that something has changed. And that something is the ad that's public. You know, buy, biz, sell, instead of using a business broker, you go in there and type it up like Craigslist. Okay. So that's all. I want to lease it from you.
Yeah.
I want to change the outlook. We sent you an email at your B. Oakley. Did you get it?
Maybe, I don't know. It's been such a wild month and while, so I haven't even.
Barry, how many
come
properties do you
close
own,
to
man?
cleaning.
What, you got 1 million square feet?
And we own a couple, and a construction company, and a few other things. So I will look at it. I'll try to look at it when I get back in the office in a couple hours.
Barry, look, I'm not calling out of the blue. I think you know that. We've been in this laundromat several times. My partner and I are local. I'm looking to sign a long-term lease. I know that, I assume that you don't care what happens to the space other than having a good long-term tenant who pays the rent on time. Now, right now, what you have is a failed business, and the guy is trying to sell it to some poor, unsuspecting slob, and that ain't us. So if and when the time comes, I want to talk. I'll set my calendar. I'll call you in a month. I'll send you another email.
All right, I'll look at his lease when I get back in the office today.
Yeah, appreciate it. No rush on my end,
All right,
dude.
thank you.
Have
All right, man.
enjoy your pancakes.
Thanks. Bye.
I like that guy. I have a lot of nicknames for people in my phone, okay? And this guy says, "Good man, Barry." So he's a good man. You know, he has a light heart, but he's so busy, and he gets my jokes, and he lets me poke fun at him. He'd make a great landlord, but this is the way this starts, dude. It's not the way it ends. It starts here, and then he's going to try to be a shark when it comes to the lease and everything else, but now we know what this guy's actually paying. There is a sign on the wall in this laundromat. For safety, please observe our rules. What is rule number 1?
Let's not do negative signage. Let's support people in being successful.
No. I'm talking
customers.
about the actual thing that is actually printed on the wall of this actual laundromat. Control your children at all times.
Oh, yes.
That's rule
And
number
then do not
1,
ride
bro.
laundry carts.
Rule number 1. Do not ride or play with laundry carts. I assume that's also your rotten children. No alcohol, that's normal. No tinting or dyeing clothes. Okay. Read instructions on machines before use. No sitting on tables or washers. Come on. Doesn't hurt the machines.
The laundry is Monterey by person and by camera.
Please use tables for clean laundry only. That's a hard one to enforce. Okay. That's one of my faves, though, other than the first rule, number 1, control your children at all times. No smoking or vapes allowed inside laundry. No pets. A lot of negatives, man. Wow. This makes me want to get to meet this operator and give him money.
And remember, the next sign is, warning, stealing from these premises will lead to arrest and prosecution. It's just like
I haven't
next to that.
scrolled down that far. Here's the last rule of their rules. Laundry monitored by person and by camera. Whenever you see that, criminals unite. Whenever you see that, you know damn well that there is no monitoring of the premises whatsoever. And you're right. This sign is in red, though. Warning. Stealing from these premises will lead to arrest, ampersand, prosecution. Oh, take me away. But there's more. Please choose correct setting on dryer. Management, not all caps. This one's handwritten. Responsible for damaged laundry if temperature is so too high. Dryer door may be open during drying cycles. Closing door will restart. Oh, God. Just so angry. For your safety, these premises are monitored by closed circuit TV cameras. No, they're not. They're not.
One of my favorite things here is just below the signs and below what looks like the prison door, there is a box on the wall that I had to take a picture of and Google to find out that that was a heater. I wasn't sure if it was an old radio they had in a cage or what, but it is apparently a little heater.
But there's no basketball hoops in front of this one, man. How did a nice British
And the guy
gentleman
was
like
nice.
you end up in Tennessee anyway? My God, the bumpkins. You know, we're not all like that. We're Americans. We're not all like that.
So I'm told. Speaking of bumpkins, the last one I was going to ask you to reach out to again was our good friend Kenny with the genitalia aromatic.
Genitalia omatic. The
With the,
balls laundry where there is the there's a term for that. You can look it up. It was in the movie Superbad where the kid couldn't stop drawing penile implants, and there's an actual term for it. Is it still there?
So I went back, assuming that after we had our conversation, he would have gone and covered it up. If anything, someone has added, let's say, foliage to the base, and it is definitely still proudly on the wall.
I'm glad to know some things never change. All right, so I did speak to Kenny. I had to call him 3 times. Hello, hello. He didn't respond. Then he hung up the phone. You called. You said my partner's going to call back. We went all this back and forth. He finally answered, not interested in leasing it yet. The building may be very cheap compared to most, he said, 100 grand. And he sounded humored by the suggestion of selling with the clean, improved laundromat. But he's not ready. And this was only 2 months ago, dude. You know, this might be a 6-month callback, but we'll hit him up. All this
kind of
build
hoping
up.
there's some January vibes. Yeah, I mean, it might be nothing, but
No. You're
doesn't help.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's not enough Januaries in the year for my taste. Here we go. Kenny with the and balls. I'm getting good at that button. See if he saved my number.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 931. And cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Wonderful.
You have to laugh to keep from crying. Dude, the guy's a slumlord, okay? He's running this horrific laundry with the and balls on the wall, and he doesn't even care enough to go in there and spray paint over it. That's the lovely thing about some of my details, the small stuff. Paint the place hospital white, because then you can get a spray can of Kilt's paint. Anytime there's any shenanigans or even a smudge, you're done. My condo, my penthouse in Mexico is all bright white, except for the walls that are Venetian plaster. Anyway, you know, we lease it out. Kids touch the walls, they smudge everything. I love it. I put some cardboard under there, spray paint the door. It's like brand new. Love it. Not high gloss. I don't want to clean it. I just want to paint over it. Every time we go there,
it's the least you could do, really.
The place gets smaller. That's an old joke about New York apartments. Place would be twice the square footage if it wasn't for all the paint. All right, man. You probably guessed we're YouTubing, so we will see you in Las Vegas. I'm really, honestly looking forward to it. It's not just the Vegas fun. The best part for us is when everybody finally leaves and my wife and I go down to the craps table at 3 a.m. and just laugh and smoke cigars. But we're also going to be doing that on Saturday night. So we're going to have a private table, me, an invited juggler. There's some guy that's going to entertain and also teach us how to play craps, but mostly the free drink. And you realize at the tables, you don't just say, like in the movies, what do you want? I'll have a beer. You can order Dom Perignon. You can order off a menu, and they will bring it to you at those tables. Trust me, I've had some $5,000 Coors Lights. I don't do that anymore. Then there's the speakers.
I'm looking forward to it.
Then there's the fact that you are a smart guy and you're writing off the trip and everything else. If you need anything, send me an email and I'll help you out in any way I can. If you want to host, I'll let you know how to work that. Hell, by the end of this thing, you might get your room for nothing. Our 30% discount off is the biggest they've ever given to anybody at the Circa. If you want more than that, I can't help you. But if you gamble enough, you'll get your room for free.
Oh, that sounds like a fun weekend. Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for your help as always.
All right, brother. Cheers.
Catch you next week. Bye.
Appreciate you guys. A couple more lives today. And look, if people call me a salesman, wonderful. I take that as a compliment. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm here to be a realist. Who plunks the phone down and makes calls like this live? Me does. Come out and meet us in Vegas on the 13th. It's coming up quick. Meet Investment Joy. He's famous on YouTube. Brandon, friend. Meet Luke and Lee Williford in no particular order. 80 plus laundromats. By now, what time is it? They probably got 85 laundromats. Following Keenan Grutter. He's all over YouTube as the down-to-earthiest earthy guy on YouTube. Today, he did a whole post about getting in his snowplow and plowing his parking lot and his laundromats, plural, then his neighbors, and the streets in front of his neighborhood. What a guy. He's probably a little drunk the whole time. In Vegas, we will be doing that. We've got Car Wash Chronicles. All of this is in the link in the description. If you don't follow all of these folks who are my friends, do so. Do them that favor. That's Chris Atkins. He's a badass. He will be my bodyguard, so don't get too close for the weekend. We've got Hot Dogging with Dan and others. Michael Gersitz, he has a channel. Just fun folks. And you're the important one. No name tags, handshakes, dice. Important sit-down discussions about laundromats. Everybody has their place, and when all the speakers are done, you are going to leave with the knowledge. By the way, email me. There's plenty of time to email me right now today, Danny@freelaundromat.com, or grab your tickets for Vegas. And if you don't already have the course, I'm going to throw that in. You don't need to remind me I said that. Bye.